Good morning. I am going to do my makeup live with you today. I am recovering from a cold, so I am not so pretty today. Good light notwithstanding. You know, if I sit like this, I'm super pretty, right? Just wash my whole features out just like an Instagram filter. Look, I have no nose. I'm Voldemort. Just kidding. So obviously I am recovering from sickness. I swear I don't look this bad in real life, but the bags under my eyes are phenomenal. So you get to see me do my makeup from start to finish today. I'm going to roll up my sleeves. Normally I am wearing my yoga pants so that I can rub my brushes on them because I do that because I'm gross. All right, you're ready? So my skin is totally prepped. I'm not selling anything on this feed just in case you are deciding to report me or whatever. But I do use a very trusty set, and I have since I was 28 years old, and it's called the Miracle Set, and you know where to find it, okay? And I have also prepped with firming eye cream because it's a necessity, and it's like makeup at the same time because it is going to take away any of that buildup underneath my eyes, and it's going to help to brighten up underneath my eyes. So I've got that going on. So the next thing is a little bit of foundation primer, little tiny bit. I don't have a fancy like ring light or anything. So if my birthday is coming in May, I'll turn 42 in May. So I feel like somebody should buy me a fancy ring light if they want me to continue these things, you know. Okay, primer, just all over, just with your fingers, easy peasy, SPF 15. It's gonna just kind of crack fill, just takes everything. Now here's my little special trick. A big powder brush and a little bit of translucent powder, just a little bit. Okay, that looks like a lot in the light, but it really isn't. And then dust it all over your face right after your primer. I learned this one from Wayne Goss Tutorials because it just keeps your makeup on longer and it just makes it so that everything comes on really, really nicely. And you can see already that brightened my face up incredibly. And so if you are blessed with no dark circles like me and have younger skin, you can probably get away with that. But I am old, so, you know, not super old. But today I'm going to use CC cream. It's my favorite for a day. I have everything, though. Like, I seriously wear every foundation that we have. Beauty blender, either a beauty blender, super squishy. Okay, this is like sex. It can't be dry. True story. To make it big and squishy like a cloud. I didn't rewash this from last night. I just wet it, so it's still, you know. But today I'm going to use our foundation brush, which has an angle at the top. I should have washed these before I started, but whatever. Cream sticks on nice to powder. Yeah, because it's just the translucent, not any other powder, just translucent powder. So you're starting right in the center of your face. Always start in the center because that's probably where you need the most coverage. And I'm just rubbing it all over. I love this brush. It's stiff, but not so stiff that it takes makeup away. Ow. Normally I'm not wearing earrings when I do my makeup either. So CC cream is like a BB cream, but it has skincare benefits in it too. That's why we call it a CC cream. It's not just a marketing gimmick. So that's just the CC cream just by itself. And now you can put this on my lids. I can put this right underneath my eyes. And it makes a huge difference to my face. It's layerable, so I could put another layer on, but I don't really feel that I need it today. So that's it. Now I'm going to contour. Yesterday night, I did my contouring with a concealer, and I love using a concealer as well. So with the concealer stick, you would draw a line and then buff it in with the foundation brush. Don't draw it all over your hand. For any Mary Kay ladies having a heart attack, these are all mine. So I'm not cross-contaminating any demos, okay? But I'm going to take, this is a cream to powder in bronze 3. You have to find your shade, okay, for your undertone. Don't go too dark, but find your correct shade. I'm going to use the edge of my foundation brush and just take a little bit like this and not into my hair. And I'm just going to go like this. Find that line, okay? I'm going to put the product on this side. Don't start blending till you've got it divvied up. And then I'm going to blend just like that. Back and forth. Now you have to find your cheekbone line. So some people say to go like way low. Some people say to go higher. I say, oh my gosh, that is my my text messages. Yes, from the Sandlot. You're welcome. I'll mute that. So I say find your line, find your spot. that works for you. You know, mess around with it a little bit. If you want to look younger, higher cheekbones equal younger, right? So go up a little bit. Then you're going up into the hairline. La la. Okay, see how nicely that cream to powder just blends in so well. It's just like, and it sticks on really, really well too, which I really love. Now I am going to go over this with bronzer later, so I'm not going to mess with it too much. And if you want to look skinnier, which I mean most of us do, go right here. Don't give yourself a beard, okay? Like, don't get too crazy. You don't need a lot. You're just going onto this jawline, okay? Don't pull your earrings out, Carol. Okay, and then down on your neck a little bit. Not a ton. Like basically whatever's left on the brush. Don't dip in again. You can also take whatever's left on the brush. Don't draw that stupid stripe, okay? Just a little bit on the edge of the brush and go on the edge of your nose and underneath. And here's my little trick. I like to take just, you know, even my finger in a little bit and go right underneath my lip because it creates a shadow. See? So it makes my bottom lip look poutier, especially once I get some lipstick on. Okay? So that is the contour. Easy. Now we're going to under eye correct with Sleep in a Stick. Scrape it off. You don't need that much. Less is more, and you're better off building it up than putting a ton of product on. It has a doe foot applicator. I don't know if you can see that, but that doesn't mean any does were harmed. It just means that it has little tiny hairs so that they're going to get right into the fine lines and wrinkles, okay? So you're basically putting this on like a triangle, and my advice is to go way over, see? So that you get a nice highlight on your cheekbone as well. So you're going down like this. Now, I put this on my lids as well. Yes, I do, because I do. You don't have to. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm telling you what I do. So don't yell at me, okay? So just like that. See? Oh, so pretty. And then I just kind of take whatever's left, and I go on my lids, and then I go like this, straight down, not a ton, just straight down the center of my face. Don't forget your Cupid's bow. La, la, la. This is the fast way of contouring. And right underneath that cheekbone line I just did, just a little bit, okay? Beauty blender or my foundation brush and smash it, okay? You should be pushing. You should feel it, okay? You have to feel it. It's like anything, you know? And then I'm going to close my eyes and just smash that all in. You can use a brush. A fluffy crease brush works really well for blending in under eye corrector as well. So if you find it gets cakey on you or creasy of any kind of concealer, and remember that under eye corrector and concealer are not the same thing, okay? Concealer is meant to cover pimples. You don't want that on your face. You don't want pimple coverage on your underneath your eyes. It's too thick. So you want something thinner and something with a highlight in it. And if you were to purchase the products that I'm doing, it's called the under eye corrector. We call it Sleep in a Stick. Most of my customers have two. They have one in their purse for when they get to school drop off or whatever and look in the rearview mirror and are like, wow, then they have it, okay? Under eye corrector. You can layer this. You can put a little bit of concealer with it. You can put a little bit more on. So I obviously need a little help today because, damn. So I'm going right into this groove here because cold medicine sleep is not a good sleep. I do feel a lot better today. Thank you, $21 cough syrup. Maybe I'm just absolutely stoned. Who knows? But I do feel better. And luckily, I'm not contagious through the computer. Okay, just like that. And now I'm going to bake it. And this is a really awesome trick. Now, you can't do this with every kind of powder. Well, you can, but if you really like wrinkles, you can. So translucent powder is not designed to stick into wrinkles and creases. So what I can do with this is I take a lot, like a lot. It should look like a 90s Wall Street movie, like Scarface or something. Like it should look like you are doing some sort of deal. And you're going to take your beauty blender with that edge, and you're just going to really pat that on, like get it on there. Don't screw around. Get it on there. Lots. Lots. So a lot of people are like, oh, no, Carol, less is more. Not in this case. More is more because if you put too little on, it will cake up. It's the magic of the lot. And yes, your Beauty Blender is still damp. So when you do this in a damp Beauty Blender and you do a ton of it, what happens is it starts to melt the underneath layer. So it acts like a, it's just going to create like an ozone layer basically. So it goes like this. And then your concealer's here, your under eye corrector, okay? In between, that heat is going to build up. That's why they call it baking, okay? And then it's going to melt that product right into your face. If you put too little on, there's not enough layer, and then it just sticks into creases. That's not what you want, okay? And then I'm going to take whatever's left over, and I'm going to go underneath that contour line, and I can rub that, okay? I don't need a ton. And down the center of my face. Just a little bit of that translucent powder. I also really love Ivory Point 5 mineral powder. Unless you are an Ivory Point 5 mineral powder, that won't work for you. But I like to do that a little bit down the center just to create that extra light in the center of my face. Don't forget, if you're local, I do free makeup lessons. That was advertising. I didn't mean to. Yes, I did. Don't lie. Okay, there's powder flying through the air, and it's like all sparkly, like fairies. It's just fairy dust. So now I'm going to do my eyes while that's baking. I'm going to take my trusty concealer brush. This is the new one for cream to powder, and it's got this cool pointed tip, so I really love that. I love our eye primer, but I can't use it because I am celiac and it has some wheat in it, which a lot of skincare products sometimes do. It's a great binding agent, so that makes sense. But for me, it equals not so good. So I am using a pale blush cream eye color. You can't even tell. See, seriously, ring light, get me one. Okay. I'm not a YouTube model. All right. I'm not going to be like, now pick up brush number 7 and you're going to apply that right here. And then you're going to pick up number 37, and I really love number 37 because you're going to put it right there. And then you're going to pick up number 72, and you're going to put it right there. Like, I'm not doing that. Jessica, this was the translucent powder here, and then the Ivory Point 5 that I did was our loose mineral. Okay? All right. So I'm going to take the cream eye color brush. If you're just tuning in, I'm very sorry. I am not a YouTube person. I am not a professional makeup tutorial person. Okay? So I am a real person. I am a real mom who is drinking her real coffee because her children and the 3 that she looks after were like on coffee beans this morning. I think they all drank like massive amounts of caffeine before they came here. So there was a lot of screaming in my house, and not from me this morning, and it was a little crazy. Stephanie, if you're watching, don't worry. I beat them. It was fine. Okay, so cream eye color. I'm going to put this all over my lid. Just, I mean, don't mess with it. You can do whatever you want. I mean, I sometimes do this with my fingers, so don't panic if you don't have the brush. You nobody need the brush. And then I'm going to go underneath my eyes a little bit with it, just so that my liner and stuff will stick to it. So it acts like a primer. I love our cream eye color because it's color and primer in one. And I'm lazy. Okay. So I'm going, don't forget your tear duct. Now this is pale blush, so it has no real shimmer to it. So I'm actually going to go back with pale blonde, or with the beach blonde. This is an under eye corrector, Jessica. This is translucent powder over the under eye corrector. But yes, and it's not a lot. It just looks like a lot on camera, but you do need it. I mean, and put it down farther. Like put it all the way over here so it highlights. Okay, and then I'm going to take the beach blonde, the shimmer, and put it here in the tear duct, and here on my lid. And then under my brow a bit. Just a little bit. Okay, so I get a little highlight. Now, crease. Some people are lucky and they have, I like to be a real person, Jen, because that's me. Some people are lucky and they have an actual crease and they have a full lid when their eyes open. I don't. I always say I have like stroke face because I have like one eyebrow that's higher than the other. Is all this raising of this eyebrow, because I do that because that's my people's eyebrow. Points for that reference. So some people have a crease and some people don't. And some people have, if they put their product into the crease, like right here, they would look like they got punched in the face. So if you're a deep set eye or hooded eye and you find that you can't wear eye makeup without looking like you got punched in the face, that's why. So you got to go a little higher. So I'm going to take my crease brush and I'm going to take some driftwood, which is just a matte brown, not sparkles, just a little bit of matte. And I'm going to attempt to do this for the camera here, but I'm going to go above my crease, not in my crease. So because I have deep set eyes, I can actually go straight across if I want. Hooded eyes, this is a really good trick. Don't even worry about curving it. You can just go straight across your lid, okay? And then I can angle it downwards. And then I can take my eye color brush, which is my fluffy one. I love that Makeup for Dummies, Mary Kay, does this so that it's all labeled. And I'm just going to fluff that out so that it's not like insane. You don't want this to look like you have a big line there. You want it to be about a little shade darker than your skin. Okay? Now, can you see? That's my like lifted eye. I should have done it on the other side, but you can see how much higher that looks already. Okay. If I have a coughing fit in the middle of this, you guys are all gonna laugh at me. All right. Okay, so just like that, and then fluffy brush, whoosh, whoosh. Now, take that same color with your smudger brush that comes in your kit, in your brush collection. So it's a little stiff brush, and go underneath your eyes. And don't worry about it. Like, you can go deep. Boy, I sound dirty today. Don't worry, you can go deep. Okay, and because you got that translucent powder on, you're not going to worry about it falling out. So see, I can go like really deep with that, and it's not going to make me look like I've been punched. See? Just like that. Okay? I'm not going to do, actually, no, I am. I'm going to do a little bit more eyeshadow. I'm going to use our Shades of Jade palette, which is gorgeous, and I'm just going to use my eye color brush and this like olivey green, since I'm wearing like orangey. So the olive from this palette. And all I'm going to do with this is I'm going to put it on the edge, the outside edge of one eye here, or, well, both eyes, but just like kind of like a rhombus. And then I'm going to pull this way. That's it. Just to lift that edge of the eye. So olive. Okay, I'm going to try. I'm going to get really close here. Oh boy, I'm backwards to the camera, so that is really fun for all of us. It'll be really interesting. Okay. So I'm going to go down like this. I'm pulling kind of, wow, I'm awesome. Okay, I'm just kind of creating like a kind of square, like a sideways square on one side of my face. Now I'm going to do it properly with the mirror because like, damn. Okay, and then you pull, you don't load your product up again, and you're just pulling it towards your nose a little bit. That way you get a little bit of that shimmer on one side of your eye. Okay? I'm going to do my cheeks while this is still baking. So that's all I do is I just do it like that. I'm going to take my cheek color brush. I love this new brush. So it's got an angle. See that? So this angle, this part right here, I'm going to use for the contour. So I'm going to take some bronzing powder, just our normal light to medium bronzing powder, and put it, there's a hair on my brush, and put it on the edge of Glory. Tap it off. Don't blow on your brushes. And I'm just following that contour line just to deepen it up a little bit. Just like that. And now I'm going to look in the mirror and make sure it's working. Yeah. And then whatever's left over on that, I can take it straight across the bridge of my nose. Notice I'm starting to get rid of some of that baking while I do that. Okay. Now I'm going to use my favorite blush ever. Sorry, I'm missing a lot of your comments here. All the years of teaching brow. Yes, Megan, true story. And remember, I used to call this my I'm going to need Botox face whenever Megan was in my junior high classroom. So I would always be like, I need money for my Botox fund, because my father has this permanently. So even when he's smiling, he's like this. It's really creepy, and I don't love it. So I'm like smoothing my face. No Botox face for me. That is a poor choice. Because I'm not a Botoxer. I don't really enjoy chemicals in my face. No judgment if you are. I don't care. Whatever makes you feel pretty, that's how I roll. Whatever does it for you. All right, so I'm going to take the Juicy Guava, which is, oh, my palette is not so clean looking, sorry. It's this one, and it looks really orange in the catalog, and it really isn't. And it's one of those colors I like force people to try on at our appointments because it's so pretty. And it's not so blushy, you know? Now, this brush is quite dense, So I want to be careful with this brush because I can get too much product on if I'm not careful. So I'm actually going to use the powder brush for this. So I'm going to take the big powder brush and I'm going to sweep it across the palette, and I'm going to keep the highlight at the top and the blush at the bottom. Here's a trick. If you have a color that you feel is too saturated, right, then you can use a bigger, fluffier brush. The stiffer and denser it is, the more product goes on. That's it. Okay? Easy. So I'm going to take it like this, tap it off, and I'm going to go right here, right above where I just put that other product. See? Not crazy. And especially with the powder brush, I find it's just way better for this. For this blush anyway. I like it for the other cheek colors, but this one can be saturated otherwise. See? And then I'm going to take it once I've got that product on. So I'm going back and forth. I tell my customers to do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and up above your brow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, up above your brow. And this is when I'm going to buff out that extra. So now it's all going away. And see, bright underneath my eyes and no cakey. You can't tell because the light is weird, but if you're just tuning in, my 42nd birthday is coming up and you should get me a ring light so that I don't look creepy. Okay, so brows. Brows! If you don't believe me that brows are important, Google celebrities with no brows. I promise they're important. Okay, so I'm going to take my trusty brunette brow pencil, super sharp. I'm going to do, actually, okay, so this is my not so lifted brow. So I'm actually going to do my not so lifted brow first, my stroke face brow. I had Bell's palsy, and that's why one of my eyes is a little bit lower. So just making sure it's not this one because I'm backwards to the camera. Okay, so I'm going to do it like this. I'm going to go right here, always start at your arch, and I'm tracing it. So I'm going downwards towards my nose, and then I'm going down. I've either had too much coffee this morning or not enough, but I'm a little shaky, or it's too much Dayquil, who knows. So I'm tracing, okay, below, and notice I'm not like, it's like little tiny, tiny strokes, okay? And then, Sylvie, imagine how pretty I'll be with 5 ring lights, like, you know, the light from God, really, okay? So now I'm going to trace above. I am not drawing inside. When you draw inside, okay, see how that's all empty? You want it to be a little bit empty because you're going to fill it in really, really easily. I'm going to take my brow gel while that is still on. Okay, so I just did it. And then I'm just going to take brow gel. This is clear. And I'm going straight over it like that. Now, I could just leave it like this. But those of you who know me and my love for my brows, I'm not leaving it like that because I don't do that. I'm going to take our eyebrow brush. See, it's just this little angly brush, and dip into my driftwood again. So that's that color I did on my crease, and I'm just going below my arch, just a little bit, right over where I did the gel to fill in any gaps. You want to make sure the hairs are all kind of pointing upwards. I have crazy brow hairs, so the brow gel helps keep them in place. Okay. Camera 1, camera 2, camera 1, camera 2, camera 1, camera 2. Brows, they make a big damn difference. Okay, watch. Do it again with the lifted brow. Oh, God, okay. So I'm just tracing. There are 400 brow tutorials on YouTube, but most of them are like, I already got time for that. Now look, I missed. So I'm just going to rub. It stays in place once it's dry, but it doesn't need to, you don't need to worry about it when it's wet. You can rub it away. Okay, so I just trace. And then whoosh, whoosh. If you're just tuning in, I'll make sure that this is available after so you can rewatch. Okay? I don't know why you'd want to because I'm a little crazy, but whatever. Okay, and then I'm going to take my brow brush. I love this new brow brush. And I'm going, always put your color underneath. Like if you're going to go to a deeper color, it's going to go under your brow, not on top, unless you really like to look angry. I guess that's your choice. And the reason I always start at the top of my arch is because if you start right here, your hands are a little bit heavy-handed, and then you end up with the angry eyes. You know, in Toy Story when she's like, I'm going to pack your angry eyes. Don't do that. Now, here's a little trick I like. I take that cream eye color brush, a pencil for gingers. I'll do the classic blonde probably. I take that cream eye color brush and a little bit of under eye corrector on the very end, like a tiny bit. And then I'm just going to go right underneath my brow with it. So I'm just going like this. It's like a facelift. Non-surgical. Okay, and then whatever's left, I'm going to put it slightly above. Not being fussy with it because there's nothing really on there. Okay? Now, eyeliner. Maybe. If I had my eyeliner, where would you be? There it is. Okay, so this is our black twist-up liner. Kate, when it's not a perfect color match, then you mix it with some concealer first. So you would put it, the under eye corrector, you'd put it on the back of your hand and mix it with some concealer to get it to be the right color. Would you recommend this brow part for somebody who already has kind of full brows? I usually recommend just the brow gel, and then just take your angled brush and just define your arch a little bit if you already have really full brows. Yeah, it's like accessories, Jen. I agree. Brows are a big deal. Okay, they make you just look a little bit more lifted. So the mistake people make with pencil liner is that they think it has to be sharp. It does not. It should not. Liquid liner should be a sharp line. Pencil liner should be smudgy. Okay, so I'm going to smudgy it out. So this is great. If you suck, it's better. Okay, so I'm just going to do this. Like seriously, I'm going like in my waterline a little bit, in the bottom and top. Scrub the bottom and top. Okay, wow, I really missed. Okay, it doesn't matter. So it can look totally screwed up. See? Not pretty, but only on the edges. And then I'm taking my trusty smudger brush, okay? Smudgy smudge. And I'm going to push it around. Push it around. Push it real good. Push, push, push. See? Buff it. Buff it out. Buff it like Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Buff, buff. And look at that. Camera one, camera two. Camera one, camera two. You can do this with deep brown. You can do this with Steely. I really love the Jade palette with the Steely. It looks really pretty, but I had black here, so I'm doing black. Okay, again, right here. Ow, okay. Yes, you can stick your fingers in your eye, whatever. Okay, so you're going to just like totally F it up. It doesn't matter. You're just putting it sort of like that, okay? And then you're taking your smudgy brush and you're smashing it out. Smash, smash. Okay. Quick tip for y'all. As we age, our eyes like to droop. And then we get sad face. We get sad, droopy-eyed face. So if you take a brush like this and you angle it to the end of your brow, that's where the edge of your liner and your eyeshadow should be. Not here. Because then is this a sad face? You look like a sad puppy dog. Oh, so sad for you. Okay, so you're gonna go up, just to kind of make an angle between the end of your brow or where the brow should be if you don't have a brow there. Draw it there. Okay, and then right there, that's the farthest. Nowhere farther. Okay, if you're noticing still, if you're like me, so I am still a little bit droopy. Right here, you can still see it like on this side especially. So because I have asymmetrical eyes, like a lot of people do, I'm actually gonna put a little bit more shadow on the eye that's a little bit droopified. So not my raised eyebrow one, but this one, okay? I'm gonna go a little bit deeper with that driftwood on that side. And I promise you, like nobody will notice that, but it just will even everything up. So just think about this. Dark colors recede and light colors bring forward. I also want to bring my lid forward a little bit more now that I've got my liner on. So I'm going to take just a tiny little bit of this in the Shades of Jade palette. I'm going to take the really shimmery, sparkly white, not a ton, on my eye color brush. And I'm going to put it right here in the center of my lid. Only lid. Lid is wherever you can feel eyeball. If you can't feel eyeball, it's not your lid. And I'm pushing it in. Push it real good. Okay, just like that. So that my eyelid is going to come forward just a little bit more. Okay? Now, deep set eyes, mascara is a must. I'm using the Lash Intensity. For those of you who don't know, this is the one we sold out all the way across Canada and the United States in like a month because it's amazing. So it took 7 years to make this brush. That's how long. It's crazy. So it has an astroturfy kind of side, like a really short bristle side, and then a long bristle. Wait, help. Okay, long bristle. Can you see that? So you're actually going to take that short bristle and point Mary Kay towards the mirror, and you're going to coat the base of your lash. You're not pulling it forward with the short bristle, or it's going to be heavy and clumpy, and you don't want that. What the hell is going on with my hair? Okay, I'm due for a haircut, Casey, if you're watching. Okay, so wiggle, 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 and then I'm going to flip the brush to the comb, and then I'm going to use the comb to pull it out. Wiggle and then pull out. You're welcome. All right, ready? Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Like you're almost stamping the base of your lash. Okay. And then you're using the end of the brush to pull it through. And if you're deep set eyed like me, you don't want to be pulling this way and flicking. You want to be pulling this way towards your nose so that you're making these lashes really stand to attention. And keep pulling that product with that bristly side. And then you can kind of coat the edges just at the end of the brush there. Just like that. I'm going to do it again. Maybe. Where's my mascara? Yeah, I say all these explanations at all my parties too. All right, ready? So wiggle, wiggle. Wiggle. And then flip and pull. Or stick it right in your eyeball. That's fun too. Totally just did that. If you get mascara on your skin because you suck like me, then wait for it to dry and flick it off. Ours especially is not designed to stick to skin, so it'll just flick right off. Super easy. See, mascara makes all the difference. Oh my gosh, look at this thing I just bought. Look at this. Look at this. It's like so creepy, but I should try it right now. I don't know. You're supposed to stick your eyeball in here and then put your mascara on with it. Things I find on the wholesaler sites. I'm going to try it just because it's funny, and I haven't tried it yet. Because, you know, why not with 5,000 of my closest friends? Okay, so you're supposed to so that it goes onto this thing instead of onto your lid, so you can really lift up your lashes. Oh, it's pretty cool, actually, for, you know, $1. Okay, ready? All right. Now, I don't like just one coat of mascara. You might, whatever. That's your choice. I don't. Ours is, of course, a one-coat mascara, so you can totally just do one coat. But what the hell's the point in that? I like a lot of lash. You'll catch me wearing false lashes lots. I bought those magnetic lashes. Can't say I love them yet, so we'll see. If there's a brand out there I will love, but not the ones I bought. Okay. Mascara. Yes? Now lippy it. Anybody else? Any questions before I keep going? My nose is running, so yeah, that's super fun. I had a tissue. So speaking of tissue, I'm going to show you one of my favorite tricks after you get all your makeup on, just to make sure you don't have any like cakiness or too much powder or too much product. You know, when you get in the car and you get in the real light and you're like, oh no, I put too much on. So you split a tissue like this. Somehow you're going to split a tissue. You know how you split it into the layers, okay? Of course, I have 3-ply because I'm not an animal. Okay, so one little thin layer. You're going to take your Beauty Blender, and yes, it can still be wet, and you're going to wrap it like this, just like a little ghost, like a little ghost Beauty Blender, and then you just tap it. Not smear, tap all over. Under your eyes too. And it will take off any excess product, okay? You can see it when I open it, the ghost up, maybe. See? There's just a little bit, and then that way that won't cake up on your face, and it'll still look good later. True story. Okay, so I'm gonna do some lippy lip. I'm gonna do lip liner. This is medium nude. If you're just joining in, don't worry, these are my own products. I'm not using any demos and cross-contaminating them. So here's how you do, okay, just a minute. I have like a CC cream on my lips because I wasn't paying attention. So, lip liner. You're going to go like this. It's hard to teach this while I am talking, but you're basically, you can make an X too right here at the Cupid's bow. Oh my God, not right there. Okay. Don't talk. So like, hang on. There. You see that? Now I look like one of those little creepy French mustaches. Okay, and then don't go downwards from that V. Go upwards in short, quick strokes. That's what she said. Okay, short, quick strokes going upward. Like that. And then underneath, not outside of your lip line. And then I am going to kind of quickly fill in and smush it around. If you screwed up that Cupid's bow, just move it around a little bit. No big deal. Buff it out so it doesn't look harsh. Okay. I'm going to use Spiced Ginger lipstick because I can. Spiced Ginger, very easy to wear. If you want your lipstick to last all day and you don't want to have any sort of alcohol products on your face, totally up to you. Take that thin layer again, put it like this. Yeah, so pretty. Okay. Oh, so pretty. And then I'm going to take, you guys, this is fun. Okay. I'm going to take my translucent powder again, like this. Okay. So it's going to mattify without getting chunky. And it's going to keep it on all day. And then, how many of you like a lip gloss look, but you don't really like that lip gloss can kind of wear off and it can kind of make that weird ring around your mouth, that 90s, you know, ring from the Pamela Anderson days? If you're like me and you don't love that, then here's my trick. So this is Beach Bronze lip gloss. I'm going to put it right here at the Cupid's bow on top, and then right here on the bottom. Nowhere, right here. It's not all over, but look. Makes it look all shiny like I'm wearing gloss all over, but I'm not. So it's a trick. That's it. It's just tricksy. Okay? Then you need your trusty Beauty Blender again. I like to go over it again one more time just with even some translucent powder on my Beauty Blender and just tap that in all over. You don't have to do this, but I have a busy life and I don't want to redo my makeup and I don't want to deal with it at all day. So just smashy smash and it makes sure everything is all blendy. Don't worry, don't smear because then you end up taking product away. And then I'm going to take my finishing spray and go like this. Don't talk while I'm doing it, Carol. Okay. Voila. And I'm done. That's it. Easy peasy. I, however, do like a little bit more highlight because I'm a highlight girl. I enjoy highlighter. So I'm going to show you what I do. So I let that finishing spray dry every time. I always put my highlighter on after finishing spray. I don't really know why. I just find that it lasts longer and it works better. I'm not a big, you know, thing. Lipstick from getting on your teeth, Kim, here's your trick. Ready? Take your finger. And then any excess lipstick will go on your finger and not on your teeth. I don't know, maybe my teeth are just too gooey, but I don't get any lipstick on my teeth, but I know lots of people do. Okay? Ready? All right. So highlighter, I'm going to take Honey Spice eyeshadow. It's my favorite. It's just eyeshadow. Don't be scared. You don't have to buy a $65 freaking highlighter. Ours is in Canada, $9 for an eyeshadow. It's still pigment. Okay, eyeshadow. Voila. I'm going to take the edge of my brush, my cheek brush again, and get that color on there. And watch. Right here at the top of my cheekbone, back and forth. Right there. This is my favorite. And honestly, it's like a perfect dupe to the Anastasia one, which is insane price. So I don't know about you, but I love it. So I'm going to play my favorite song while we do this right now. My favorite butt moving song, because, you know, I need to. Got to have a little bit of Justin in the morning. Anytime now, it's going to play. There you go. All right. Okay, so right here, just a little bit, and then down the center of your face. And you can take it underneath your brow a little bit. And if you're like me and you just totally messed up your eyeshadow when you were doing your other stuff, then you can blend that out too. There we go. Now I'm going to put my glasses on so I can actually see you guys. Which color again for what, Sylvie? For the highlighter was Honey Spice. You can use Spun Silk. You can use Moonstone. You can use Crystalline if you're super brave or you're super pale. My glasses are filthy. Oh, they're so filthy. Okay, crazy filthy. All right, anybody else? Questions? This is Carol on cold medicine. You're welcome. Anybody else? Actually, this is Carol on a regular basis anyway, right? Anyone who knows me for real knows that. My coffee is cold. Good? Easy? Fresh? Light? You can do any color lip you want. I chose the Spice Ginger because I have a Spice Ginger coat on, so I just thought I'd rock that look. Lots of times I just wear lip liner and gloss, or lip liner and like just nothing, like that's it. With eyeliner, you don't have to go as much underneath if you don't want to. You know, I did this for the camera, but lots of times I'll only do just the little edges and lift up that way. Okay? So when you weren't showing us how to do this, how long is my routine? This is literally takes me 7 minutes. It's a little bit more than a 5-minute face. Contour, I contoured with, this was, sorry, I'll turn down Justin, I guess, so I can answer you. If Nadia's watching, she knows that Justin love is strong. Okay, this is Bronze 3 cream to powder. And in normal cream to powder, I am a beige 1. So you can like mess with it, whatever. Find your undertone. You know, if it's too orange, it's the wrong color. If it's too yellow, it's the wrong color. If it's too green, it's the wrong color. But guess what? You can return it. So it's okay. Don't look like Casper. So just from the very beginning, if you want just a quickie. All right, so here's what I did. If you're just tuning in from the very beginning, what I do, I started with Good Skin, Good Skincare. I don't know where the lid went. I'm the worst for losing my lids. Like whenever I travel, I have to open new ones because I never know where the hell the lid is for the things. So I don't know. There's no lid. Maybe there isn't a lid. Maybe I've never had a lid. I don't know. Foundation primer, all over, chocolate chip size. Whoosh. Then CC cream. Can apply it with your fingers, can apply it with a brush, can apply it with a beauty blender. I used the foundation brush. Back of my hand, because it's polymer. Any foundation, any liquid, you want to warm it up so that you can get it all over your face and it'll stick better. That's my science background for you, okay? And then I took that same brush and that little pointy edge and I went with cream to powder, and I just did it right here, wah, 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 and then a little bit here, and a little bit here. Basically, it's like a 3, see? Or an E, okay? But you don't start here, or you get that weird thing. I don't know. There was a girl at Starbucks the other day, and I literally wanted to reach through the drive-through window and be like, just let me do it. Okay, so you shouldn't see it, but just a little bit here, and then here, and then here, and then blend her all together. You should not have a beard, and you should not have, like, weird lines, okay? So I did that. Sorry, I'll turn Journey down too, I guess. Yeah, I like Journey too. See, ready? This is like my theme song. You know, oh, I'm turning it down, not up. So, okay, I did that, and then I did under eye corrector, sleep in a stick in a big triangle, but don't just do the football player, like not right here, okay? You're going wah, wah, wah. And this whole, basically like big, I don't know, just do this whole thing, okay? Not a ton of product, okay? It doesn't have to be a lot. In fact, less is more because you're better off to like layer it and do more if you need to. So I had to dot a little bit more on because I seriously have cold face. And then I baked it with translucent powder. So I did a ton of translucent, bake, bake, bake. So lots of powder here and down the center of my face just to highlight and bring all that forward. Okay, dark colors bring back, light colors bring forward. Did my eyes with pale blush all over, cream eye color, then beach blonde only right here, and right here. You could just do beach blonde, whatever floats your boat. And then I used driftwood eyeshadow in my crease-ish area, so above my crease. It's slightly darker than my skin, so not crazy. So it just kind of creates that depth. I use the Shades of Jade palette. I only use that olive color. Stick my finger right in it. Just on the side. And then I use that little light color right here. I did the twist up liner, and I just smashed it in and then smooshed it out with the blending words, the eye smudger brush. Thanks. I did my cheeks with the powder brush with the Juicy Guava Dual Highlighter so that I didn't get too much product on, and then I could get that highlight on the top. And then I did bronzer right underneath with the cheek color brush, just over top of where I put the cream to powder. Then I did my lips with lip liner and Spice Ginger and the Beach Bronze lip gloss, and I just put it right here and right here so that it won't wear off throughout the day. It's just there and sparkly and pretty. I can't help. Okay, and then buff everything out, did my brows, did my lashes, and done. That's it. It seriously takes me 10 minutes to do all my makeup, including false eyelashes. So it doesn't take very long. And if I had my false eyelashes here, I would totally pop them on for you. But that's it. Easy. Okay? If you decide that you need a little bit more, then do a little bit more. If you decide you need a little bit less, do a little bit less. That's it. Makeup is not scary. It's not a tattoo. You can wash it off. And my advice is if you're just learning about makeup and you want to try a new look, the best time to do it is before bed. Okay? It is not before an event so that you say to your husband, like, that's it! Not going! Tell them I'm not going! You know, when you get a smoky eye and it makes you look like you've been punched in the face. Okay? That is not the time to try something new. That's a poor choice. So the time to try something new is when it's low risk. Okay? Low risk. And then you can play again. Yeah, feel free to share and do whatever. I'm used to being sort of public. I'm cleaning my glasses with my coat, which would make my optometrist cry. But they're so filthy, I can't not do it. Okay. Any other questions before I let you guys go? Thanks for playing with me today. There, glasses on. Maybe. There. They're crooked and they're digging into my face, but whatever. I'll get them adjusted. Any more? See, with glasses, you need a stronger brow and a stronger lip. It's very important to have a strong brow with a pair of glasses on. And as well, if you are wearing dark makeup, you need a stronger brow. I promise. Not crazy strong. You don't want to look like Bert. No Bert and Ernie face, okay? Just a little bit. Foundation, primer, CC cream, contour with cream to powder, under eye corrector, bake with translucent, pale pink, beach blonde. Rest of the colors, I did driftwood, Sonia, and in my crease. And then I did the shades of jade, just that olive part. And I did juicy guava and bronzing powder. And then this was medium nude lip liner and the spiced ginger in the semi-shine. Any other questions? Good. Steve McQueen is on. Hi. Are you picking up makeup tips? They're good. Anybody else? Before I say, use my beauty bladders. Well, if I had them handy, Sandra, I totally would, but that's why I use them. I love those things. They're the best for that. Okay, so, and as well, beauty bladders in your car, they're the best for if you get in the car and you look in the rear view and you're like, oh, damn, I overdid the contour today. Okay, blendy blend. If you catch me in the highway in my pink car, I'm usually using a beauty blender somehow. Anybody else? No? All right. So the best advice I can give you is to take care of your damn skin. Take care of your skin. It is hard to cover up bad skin, really hard. And it requires a lot more work and a lot more product. Okay, so take care of your skin because it is the only face you will ever have. You cannot buy a new face no matter what Joan Rivers and Michael Jackson thought. So take care of your skin. Let it age gracefully, let it age naturally, but remember that 80% of aging is due to pollution and what you do to your damn skin and whether you stay out of the sun or not, okay? And I don't want to stay out of the sun, so I use really good sunscreen. I'm like staring at my lake, willing it to melt so that I can get out on the paddleboard again. If you're just tuning in, this is Carol, stoned out on cold medicine. I just did a live tutorial for you, so it will be available again, and you can watch it whenever. Okay, so I've ignored all my duties today, all my work, just so that I could get pretty with you guys. Hopefully that helped with everything that you're doing. If I can give you, I'm going to give you one more tip before I go. Oh, this is a good one. All right, so if you're going out dancing, like to the Steve McQueen band, Steve, I should just if you're still here, I should totally just play. I'm going to play one of your songs right now because I have it right here. Because I just do, because I can. Okay, he's probably not still on here because why would he keep watching? But so our favorite band is the Steve McQueen band in Calgary here, and we enjoy going out and dancing. So when you go out and dance and you need your makeup to last through sweaty face, and I like to full sweat face, I don't mess around, I really full sweat face, then I like to do this tip. Okay, here we go. Here's some unsung hero from Steve. There we go. The Steve McQueen band. Baby. Come on now. Smile on your brother. There we go. All right. So take your beauty blender. Where's my beauty blender? Here it is. Take your beauty blender. Okay. Spray, spray. Spray it with your finishing spray. And then tap it all over. And it will keep everything on all day. Got so many bills to pay and other thankless jobs to do. You can do it right over your brows. And if you want your eyeshadow to be even more pigmented, so if I was really going out, good thing I don't have anywhere to go today, but if I was going out to dance, spray your brush with some finishing spray, go back into your color, and it'll just really, really intensify that color. Because our eyeshadow can be used wet or dry. Okay? And Kim, what do I wear to the gym? I actually work out at the house. So I do a lot of dance videos because that's how I roll. I'm competitive, so I like to learn how to do dance routines, and then I force myself out of bed to try them again because I need to know them for real. And I like the Fitness Marshall. I do a lot of his dance routines. But when I go to Zumba or whatever, I do my brows, I wear some waterproof mascara and some CC cream. That's it. Okay? However, I don't really look like me, and so much so that I'll say hi to people from Zumba in a coffee shop when I look like this, and they don't recognize me because I'm wearing a hat and I don't look so pretty. It's okay because I'm sweating, so who cares? All right. Lori, you should totally come with us next time. Steve, I think you're at the King's Head April 20th, something like that. So I think we're going then. All right. Hopefully that was helpful to you guys. Love you guys. Lots and lots. Talk to you soon.